the markets have changed. Again. Bitcoin is climbing back. Tech stocks are stronger than ever, and everyone's asking the same question. Where should I invest now, crypto or stocks? It's not just a financial question anymore. It's about freedom, risk, belief, and the future. Because the truth is, both worlds have evolved. Crypto isn't just memes and hype anymore, and stocks aren't just the safe, boring bet they used to be. So today, let's break it down. The real battle of 2025, crypto versus stocks. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to put your money, how to think like a smart investor, and how to position yourself for the next wave of wealth. Part 1. The new world of investing. Let's start with the big picture. We're living in a time where money moves faster than ever before. In just the last decade, the world saw trillion-dollar companies rise and collapse in record time. AI took over the headlines, electric cars changed the game, and now we're seeing a new revolution, the tokenization of everything. Crypto, once dismissed as a fad, is quietly shaping the infrastructure of finance. And stocks, despite all the noise, remain the cornerstone of wealth creation for generations. So the question isn't just crypto or stocks. It's about what kind of investor you want to be in 2025. Are you the kind who plays it safe, or the kind who bets early on the next big thing? Part 2. The case for stocks, stability and compound power. Let's start with the classic. Stocks. If you invested $1,000 in the S&P 500 20 years ago, you'd have over $6,000 today without doing a single thing. That's the power of compounding, the eighth wonder of the world. Stocks represent real companies, with revenue, assets, and people behind them. They grow as the economy grows. When Apple releases a new iPhone, when Tesla sells more cars, when Microsoft launches new AI tools, the value trickles down to shareholders. In 2025, the stock market is more global and accessible than ever. You can buy fractional shares, invest in ETFs, and diversify with a few clicks. And let's be honest, the stock market has something crypto still struggles with: stability. It's regulated, predictable, at least more than crypto, and has a proven track record of long-term growth. If you're thinking retirement, passive income, or consistent wealth, stocks are the foundation. But, and it's a big but, safety often means slower growth, and that's where crypto comes in. Part 3. The case for crypto, risk, reward, and revolution. Now let's talk about the wild side, crypto. Crypto is not just about Bitcoin anymore. In 2025, we're seeing massive adoption in areas like DeFi, decentralized finance, AI tokens, blockchain gaming, and real-world asset tokenization. Even governments are entering the blockchain world. Central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, are rolling out in countries across the globe. That means digital money is here to stay. But here's what most people miss. Crypto isn't just another investment class. It's a technological revolution. It's about decentralization, giving power back to individuals. No middlemen, no banks, just you, your wallet, and the blockchain. And yes, it's volatile. One tweet can still send a coin to the moon or straight to zero. But volatility also means opportunity. Think about it. Bitcoin was $16,000 in late 2022. By 2025, it crossed $70,000 again. That's a 300% return, something traditional markets rarely deliver. For those who understand timing, trends, and technology, crypto isn't chaos. It's a new frontier of wealth. Part 4. Understanding the psychology behind both. Here's something every investor must understand. The real battle isn't between crypto and stocks. It's between fear and discipline. Stocks reward patience. Crypto rewards boldness. But both punish greed. In the stock market, the biggest winners are those who hold through cycles, the ones who believe in the long-term vision. In crypto, the biggest winners are those who educate themselves, who understand utility, fundamentals, and community, not just hype. So before you choose where to invest, ask yourself, do you have the mindset for volatility? Can you handle watching your portfolio drop 40% overnight without panic selling? If yes, crypto could be your arena. If not, Focus on the slow, steady, compounding power of stocks. Part 5. What's changing in 2025? 2025 isn't like 2021 or 2017. The market has matured. Regulations are clearer. Institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, and even banks are diving into crypto. At the same time, AI-driven trading and ETFs are reshaping stock investing. We're entering a new phase, the hybrid era, where crypto and stocks aren't enemies, but partners. Imagine owning tokenized shares of Apple, traded on a blockchain network, or staking Ethereum and earning yield that beats traditional dividends. That's the world we're moving into. So instead of asking crypto or stocks, the smarter question is, how much of each? Part 6. Balancing the portfolio. Here's a motivational truth. Wealth isn't about timing the market, it's about time in the market. That's why the best investors don't go all in on one side. They diversify intelligently. A smart 2025 portfolio might look like this: 60% stocks for stability and long-term growth, 25% crypto for innovation and exponential upside, 10% cash or stable assets for flexibility, 5% high-risk plays, new tokens, startups, etc. You don't need to choose one. You need to balance both worlds, because the investor who understands both becomes unstoppable. Part 7. Key metrics to watch. If you want to be smart about it, watch these key trends. For stocks, AI adoption rates. Companies that lead will dominate. Interest rate changes. Affects valuations. Emerging markets, especially India and Southeast Asia. For crypto, Bitcoin halving cycles. Supply impact. Ethereum network upgrades, affects DeFi. Global regulation news, especially from the US and EU. These are not just numbers, they're signals. Learn to read them, and you'll never need to rely on hype again. Part 8. The real secret. Consistency over chaos. Let's be real. Most people lose money not because they pick the wrong asset, but because they can't stay consistent. They panic when markets drop. They chase the next shiny token. They buy high and sell low. But wealth doesn't come from reacting. It comes from discipline. If you invest $500 every month, whether in crypto or stocks, and never stop, in 10 years you'll be far ahead of 90% of people who waited for the right time. Because there's no perfect moment, only consistent action. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best time is now. Part 9. The future of money. Let's take a step back and consider the bigger picture. The world of finance is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and we're on the brink of a massive transformation. This isn't just about investment strategies or market trends, it's about the very future of money itself. When we talk about cryptocurrency, we're talking about freedom. Crypto is built on the idea of decentralization, free from central authorities like banks and governments. This freedom allows for borderless transfers, faster transactions, and increased control over your own financial destiny. It's a revolution in how we think about ownership and value. Crypto also empowers individuals to create their digital identity, something that is becoming increasingly important in a world driven by technology. Your digital wallet isn't just a place to store your assets, it's becoming your gateway to a new financial reality. Part 10. The takeaway. So now we come to the pivotal question: crypto or stocks in 2025? Here's the truth. You don't have to choose one over the other. The future isn't about picking sides. It's about adopting the right strategy. We are entering an era where both assets will likely coexist, and the real power lies in how you approach this evolving landscape. If you're passionate about the future, about innovation, and the possibilities that come with decentralization, then allocating a portion of your portfolio to crypto could be a smart move. Crypto offers high growth potential, but it also comes with volatility, so understanding the risks and rewards is crucial. Outro. So, now the question is, what will you do next? Take a moment to reflect on your current financial mindset. Are you still stuck thinking like it's 2019, when crypto was seen as a speculative gamble and stocks were the only safe bet? Or are you ready to embrace the future, where the boundaries between digital assets and traditional investments are practically non-existent. Take a look at your portfolio. Does it reflect the future you want to build? Are you ready for 2025 and beyond? And more importantly, where do you stand right now? Team crypto or team stocks? If this video helped you think about the bigger picture, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Share your thoughts. Whether you're a crypto enthusiast or a stock market stalwart, let's talk about how you're preparing for the future of money.